To just rush the site, get the bomb down, and have just that little bit of overwhelming pressure on the
so
CT
many
shoulders.
Twitch links from these
There's
players.
a lot of Twitch links.
But it's cool. I mean, have a look at them and support them once we're done here. There's all kinds of Twitch links going on, but let's see.
Looks at decoys as well. Something we haven't seen so far this tournament. Decoys being put out all over the map. So trying to kind of obscure any sort of early idea the CTs might get. I'm going to call him Fish. Is going to be on the prowl this time for Savage. They're heading towards that A side. It's going to be all on Hayes to receive them. And look at the damage already being done. Rush goes down. Valenza and Fish joining him. And we see nice play from JD. These names are an absolute mouthful. We see JDM64. He is now JD. And we see a nice little one tap with the, I believe his name's Tarek TV.
Okay, yeah, this is going to be interesting. I'm glad
I'm just looking at it. Okay, hello.
I think Rel B is Cutler, who, when we casted Netcode Guides versus iBuyPower, he had his name the wrong way around, and because we weren't familiar, we were calling him Ret Luck or whatever it was.
He is now going to be Ret.
And now he's trying to troll us again, but we know he's Cutler, so we'll call him Cutler.
I don't know about that.
Good luck with all these other guys.
Thanks. Yeah. Okay. So while I try and do the play-by-play, let's go with greater than, less than, greater than, greater than. As he's going to be pushing on towards this side. He's going to be getting taken down, swiftly dispatched now by the recently bought CT side. Tarek having to resort to his pistol to clean up, but he does just that. Going to be trying to pick up all these terrorist bodies all over his lovely courtyard, but the damage was done. 2-0 to Netcode. Obviously, didn't get the bomb down, so not really going to be able to get that surprise buy. I say surprise, more like an expected T buy. So they're going to be forced to the CZs and the P250s. See where that takes them.
What are these names? Homeless Rush. What the hell does that mean?
He's now Rush. I've decided he's called Rush.
Unless he's
They don't care about us. Okay. That's what's going on, James.
Who the hell knows what's going on? But I wonder, I mean, these I wonder if this is a mix. Because there's...
It does feel like that.
Yeah, there's a lack of coordination in their avatars. Which means they're going to lose, surely.
It's all about the avatars. Avatars mean power. Skins means wins, and avatars...
I like that one. I'm not going to steal it, but I like it. I just want you to know that.
Okay.
I respect your pun swag.
My pun swag, and you should respect Netcode's power at the moment. They don't seem to be phased at all by these pistol rounds. We've seen some pretty strong pistol rounds in the past. This time, the eco, sorry, I should say.
Okay, so we've got, is it Hades?
Hazed. Is it Hazed?
Hades. A Hazed is
oh god, there's two.
Oh wow, that's going to be fun for you. So Hades with the AWP on the T side, which you don't see from every single team. If the CTs choose to smoke, he may be rendered useless, but we'll see if he can do anything with it. And he's just going to be chilling out, hoping for a peek here. If the CTs are smart, they won't be peeking anytime soon.
See where this takes us. See that AWP, but he didn't get the early pick, which was something he may be pretty hungry for. Didn't manage to pick up anything. He does actually manage to get the bomb on the move. Let's see where he's taking. He's going to leave it yet again. He really doesn't want to commit to a site, and I mean, rightfully so. That smoke's going to completely obscure and shatter his dreams of getting a pick down banana. I think he's going to have to leave that one for another day. In the meantime, though, Rel, who I'm going to have to call him Rel because there's absolutely no way.
Cutler.
Oh, he's not going to be Cutler. No way. No way. Not every time. Every time I look at all of those, yeah, he's now Relate.
All right.
So Relate from Netcode is going to be throwing out smokes and nades, just trying to basically waste as much time as they possibly can. 40 seconds now on that clock. Going to be ticking away. And the moment the T side need to kind of get a bit of a move on the other. The bomb is on the way towards B, so we probably just jump in on them, see where they're taking it. We see Rush lining up a smoke. This is something you were talking about before, and that's going to be it. They're throwing them in. This is time for move. Time for the move, and it's going to be Hades looking for the pick with the AWP. He's not going to find anything towards Coils. This flash is going to obscure his vision just enough. In the meantime, Valens is actually doing damage and making noise on the opposite side. But this time, it's going to be Relics charging in to try and pick up the frag. Does so, but he pays a heavy price. 14 HP left to his health bar. And one last bullet from Fish takes down FNS just through the smoke. And actually, the CT side kind of crumbled there as the T side just threw bodies at the site. Hades with another pick through the smoke, looking for the last. He does secure that. And Savage, as soon as they get the weapons in their arsenal, they seem to be able to do the damage they need to.
Nice. I'm trying to figure out where those smokes were applied, because first it looks like he was going to smoke off Coils. Then there was a second smoke, but I'm not really entirely sure where it went down on the site. But regardless of that, it did work out for them in the end. They were lucky to get that pick on New Box because there was a bit of spraying going on, but it worked out to be in Savage's favor, and they take the first round and force Netcodes on an eco here.
And that's perfect. Perfectly execution from them. We do see the AWP yet again in Hades' hands, and he seemed very capable with it in the past. Going to be looking towards mid-area.
Savage are completely spread out, though, which is not really a great idea. A, when the CTs are on eco. B, on a map with lots of corners and short distances like this one. It's just like I think it might have been iBuyPower who once just walked all the way up mid together and then just crept all the way around arch, all 5 of them together. They didn't want to drop any weapons to the opposing side. And again, this is a slow and methodical round.
Look at this,
from
Valens
Savage.
and Rush looking to create that crossfire, and it's perfect timed with that flash, and that's exactly what they were after. Hayes falls, as does JD, and they're looking for the third as well, and oh dear, Netcode weak at the knees as the T-side play that absolutely to perfection. As Rush is going to be holding the perfect angle here. He's going to catch off someone in Granny. He's trying to visit his ground, but the bullets come firing in, and oh,
Granny?
Wow.
Where's Granny from?
That's what my friends call it when we play. I'm sorry.
What, library?
Yeah.
They call it Granny?
They call it Granny.
What, is reading books for grannies?
Yeah.
Who are you?
That's where the grandmother goes to
Where did
chill
we
out.
get this guy from, producer?
I'm so sorry.
Granny?
It will
This
remain
is
Granny.
ridiculous. Producer holds
Raises
his hands
his
up.
hand.
I don't know who this guy is. I'm deleting his phone
All
number
right then. Well,
immediately.
Relate. We'll call him Relate. Let's see what he's got up his sleeve. And he's going to be... Let's call it library then. Let's say he's going to rent a book from the library
What?
instead. All right, well, Relate's is going to be saving. Wise move from him. That looking pretty good, though, Savage. They're demonstrating they're not out of this one. And they're going to be putting up a real fighting force. People in chat kind of sounds a bit surprised. We want to know whether they're a mix. People in chat maybe actually supporting the Netcode side a lot. So they've certainly got some fans on either side. There is the butterfly knife, the crowd pleaser.
He's got the scorch one, though. It's probably the worst one.
Oh, you're not happy with the skin?
Now, my friend Ivy, she picks up one of those as well, and she's like, "Look at my knife." Oh, yeah, it's blue crap, isn't it? It's kind of like it's a nice knife, but it's not a nice skin. So it's a bit of both. But
It's
hey,
a sweet and sour knife.
better than the default one, eh? Anyway, let's see what Savage have for netcodes when both teams now have a full buy here. We have a AWP on JDM64, who's just going to be playing on Arch. Again, no Molotov here, so he doesn't really have any support if they peek Arch, and the guys on quad can't help him. So again, a difference on Inferno between the American sides and the European ones. The Versus Pro especially, probably worth them watching some demos, because on the CT side they do use Molotovs to great effect, but
not this time. Oh, hello, big chunk taken out of relics. Only 13 HP left on his bar. FNS taking his time as well. Very strong defense at the moment from Netcode. This time they're not going to be giving in so easily.
Fishboy took a bit of wall banging there from Apps. That was quite nice.
Yeah, 74 left for him. It looks to, are we going to see a rotate? Are they starting to wake up, realizing that it's going to be going to wait? It's absolutely a porky pie, though. The flashes have managed to catch Hades, but they are going to start pushing towards that. Molotov could be perfectly timed from FNS, trying to catch out with the smoke, trying to find a way through it. This time Relate does, but he's going to be hanging steady. Doesn't want to reveal too much towards that coil area. He's going to get picked. Didn't take one with him, though, as Relics. He only had a scrap of health to his name, and now Rush is charging in towards this. They know they just got to throw bodies at the side, and the T-side does just that. Rush takes him down with a bullet to the brain as Tarek responds in that mid area. Now the CT side, they have the numbers. They need to try and retake the site as fast as humanly possible. Hades now with a scrap of health does have the AWP to make it just that little bit easier, and he's missed the shot he shouldn't have missed, and he's going to be very, very in deep water. If only he was fish.
Nice.
Bullets going
like
in.
that.
He's going to go for a defuse. Looking at trying to draw out Hades. They know he's got a scrap of health left. He's not going to have any of it, though.
They've got to defuse.
They
There's
do.
not
They
enough
have
time.
the times of the essence, and he picks the shot he needs to. Tarek goes down. This could be Hades coming up clutch. He's know he's going to be in the defuse. Takes him down with a bullet to the brain, and that, my friends, is how you secure a round. Doesn't manage to save the AWP, but that was perfectly executed there with such little health. 4 HP to his name, and he did it all.
Well, you only need 1 HP when you've got an AWP.
Wow.
But I don't know why he didn't hold. I mean, that was. I would have held down the original defuse with my teammate covering.
He didn't peek it. He
covering
didn't even
Abs.
question it.
Yeah, but I mean, I think you have to bank on. If you have a kit, you have to bank on being able to defuse. If he peeks you because you have Fountain covering you, and if he's gonna probably have to run to get a shot on you within that time frame, and hopefully your teammate hears him. I don't know. I think it would have been the lesser of two evils to hold that defuse down, but it was really unfortunate they lost that, because they had when they lost the first CT on the B bomb site, the last guy had stayed behind new box, didn't peek, and while it allowed the T's to advance, because he was there, he did get a kill, but it gave his teammates enough time to catch up with him, and that's going to be a nice
CZ go
for Hazed. But can he get to the AK? Probably not going to try. I mean, the important thing now is for them to try and hold the bomb sites here. So.
Yeah, but this is demonstrating the power of that CZ can. Oh, I was going to say display, but I thought that was an absolutely abysmal display. Nice bullet. Only one bullet pop is all he needed. Hayes was heavily tagged as it was, and obviously on this eco, there's no extra protection for them. Flash coming in now. The CT side needs to get a wiggle on towards that opposite bomb side. They're all on B, and what a slow rotate. What were they thinking there?
I just want to say that was a clean smoke on Arch from the Savage side. A lot of people just throw random smokes onto Arch or Quad when they're pushing up mid, not really aiming at anything. And often there are gaps in that smoke, and then you can get punished heavily for having gaps. If your teammates assume it's been smoked properly and you run the other way, showing your back to that spot, that can really cost you a round. So something to learn from there.
But I mean, why was that rotate? I'm still kind of scratching my head, like, why was that rotate as slow as it was? There was 3 players on B, and it took the bomb going down for them to start moving.
Yeah, I'm guessing maybe they thought there was a chance of it being a fake, and because it's an eco, you know, it's a round where they can take a gamble and say, all right, let's commit to this and hope they come here. If they don't, then, you know, whatever. So didn't work out for them. Did manage to save an AK though, which will be great. It means they can have more money to buy an AWP, and there you can see Cutler's bought one and thrown it over to JDM64.
What a lovely name.
Yeah.
It just rolls off the tongue, doesn't it?
For some reason, it makes me think of GoldenEye 64. You know?
JDM64. It sounds like a product. New from JML.
Yeah.
Now we'll see what rush is going on. Look at the CT side, actually, stacking themselves into apps, getting there fast and furious. JDM's pushed right down. It's going to probably benefit from this one. He's going to catch one. No, he's not. Oh, Hades, too quick on the trigger. Takes him down, and that's the AWP out of his hands before he could even fire a bullet.
JW is crying.
Yeah, not going to be happy with that one. And Hades has got himself positioned nicely. I think Hades is going to get caught with his knickers down around his ankles, unless, of course, he waits for Fish. He has, and now they're going to be able to push it together. And that, my friends, is some team play. I mean, I was thinking these guys were a mix. That seemed a little too executed for perhaps a mixed team.
Well, I mean, that could have been done better. Obviously, you'd need the rifler peeking, and the AWP could have pop flashed into bedroom, but. I mean, it was still, you know, that's entirely doable as 2 mixes pushing up. One looks A, one looks B, you know. But it worked out in their favour, and they've got 2 picks here, and they still have all their plays alive, albeit one of 8 HP. But they have got AKs, 1 shot to the head, will kill the CTs, and they're going to approach B. And we've got to rotate towards A. They're going to have 1 guy on B. This is bad.
It's certainly not good. Let's see what they've got for us. They're on the prowl. They need to find something fast. And look at this CT. Oh, it's all on related. I don't know how he managed to live as long as he did. In the meantime, FNS is going to be holding that cross like an utter hawk. Picking off. They managed to get a bullet in towards Fish's chest, and that's going to be just enough. Just what the doctor didn't order. It's going to be 3v2. And look at Hades. He's got 6 HP to his name. Very rough around the edges, but it's not going to stop him putting some pressure on. It's actually going to be Relics. I'm sending a Porcupine. He's on the prowl around towards construction. Does manage to take down FNS, and now it's all onto Tarek, and he's not going to last much longer. He goes down, and that's going to be another round on the board for the T side. And Savage, I mean, I'm really pleasantly surprised.
That was really good play by Relics in Ruins there. He was basically just running down the clock. He was taking his time. He peeked, didn't get the kill. Then he stayed behind. Obviously, the CT's gonna be careful, gonna wait for him to re-peek. But he took his time to re-peek and then just ran out of the way. Again, just wasting as much time as possible. So even if he does get picked or one of his teammates, there's going to be less and less time for the CTs to clear the site and get the bomb defused. So, you know, they've got 5 of 8 rounds already. So this is looking excellent.
Well, I mean, I need to see what they're doing with these 2 AWPs. Are we going to be seeing 1 mid, 1 like banana, or is there going to be a kind of that aggressive play in apps? We've seen
double AWP set up on the T side.
Yeah, that's not something we regularly see actually yet. So Hades hanging around banana. Where is Relics then in relation to that? He's alongside him actually. They're stacking up, and look at this. This could be perfectly executed by these 2. Going to try and get the wall bang in. Not going to connect with anything just yet though. But this double AWP play could have really put something magical on the table. Didn't. Relics has taken a beating actually.
Both on banana smoke. So now they're basically rendered useless for
1 smoke grenade.
30 seconds.
1 smoke grenade is all it takes. But they've actually swapped it around. Hades has got there fast. That smoke's going to try and deal with him, but I revealed this for location, and Tarek had to pay the full price. Homeless is there as well. for his second.
We're seeing
Look
some
at this
excellent-
pressure. Hades is looking some serious scrutiny. He goes down, and they just seem so tight right now. Hades is there as well to mop one up with the AWP, and I cannot fault Savage's attack right there.
Savage's aiming is on point right now. They are ripping heads for breakfast. They don't give a damn. They are just going in and quite literally savaging netcode guides right now. Netcode guides need to change something up. You know, I'm wondering if they're playing too passive now. This is going to be 3-6. I mean, this is awful if you're on the CT side. Sometimes you get CT-sided maps where both T sides just absolutely savage, no pun intended, the CT side, but you can't bank on that happening when you are on the other side. Obviously, you're going to be up against it as the people going in with the deficit. I feel like they should try and close off Banana. I mean, you see the way iBuyPower do against strong teams when they're on Inferno, they get the double Molotov down. We're not really seeing netcode guides take control of Banana. If they do that, they're cutting off half of the entire map. They need to change something, and I feel like it needs to have some more aggression. But first, we're going to have an eco round with a Mag 7 and 3 P shooters and a 5.7.
One smoke grenade between them. It's going to be in the hands of FNS, and they're just going to be throwing their corpses towards Banana, and that's exactly what they're being made into. Nice play from Rush, takes down Tarek in the process, but look at the CT frags, picking up 2 already. Hayes is coming from behind. He's got the element of surprise, but he's going to get taken down. Surely he doesn't. I do not believe my eyes. Managed to take down Relics before Valens could get to him. And now, with the numbers advantage, they haven't managed to recover too many weapons. We do see an AK in the hands of FNS, and he's going to be happy with that. But now, body armor and AKs in hand. The bomb is on its way. Surely Valens with the bomb hanging around that T-spawn. He knows.
He's in no man's land right
Well,
now.
I mean, he is, but he needs to move fast. Time's ticking away. We have reached that minute mark already.
The problem is, for Savage now, they have no idea where the CTs are. They know where that one's going to be on Banana somewhere or the bomb side. But other than that, there's 2 unknowns. They could be anywhere on this map. And again, this is why the CZ is so more powerful on the CT side. Not for rushes like that, but for situations like this. How do they get to the bomb site? How do they plant the bomb now? One mistake, and at least one of them should be dead, maybe both. So they're going to be in trouble. And because they know Banana's completely shut down, netcode guides have got a 2-man stack basically on the A-bomb side. They've got a crossfire set up. Now, because Savage can face one at a time, they could definitely flip this around and make this a 2v1 after eliminating both of these guys. He's going to try and plant the bomb before clearing the site. His teammate's gone down.
He's got away with it, but his team has left him for dead. He's last man standing. 3 players to find. JD doesn't have too much health, and he could fall quite quickly. Looking to do some damage to relate in the process, but the flash and the swag with the swag 7 is just a little too strong. And it's going to be a round on the board for netcode, and about time too. Savage looked like they were running away with it.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention to how much time remained on the clock there, but the 2 players from the Savage team split up. One of them went to get the bomb down while his other guy went to clean up, and he failed to do so. So again, I can't say too much because I don't know how much time was left on the clock. But you know, generally you need to stick together in those situations. So I mean, it may have been an option for his teammate to plant and the other guy to go on site as well. Maybe that would have been an easier defense.
Or
but
a bit of AWP. We're seeing a Hades v JD in the middle area with that AWP. I can only assume. Meantime, FNS has got something up his sleeve. And we actually see JD holding Banana with the AWP. That could pay off. Especially now, look at these T-side. They're considering it. They're going to maybe get caught through the smoke. It's actually a smoke from his teammate obscuring his vision. They're going to be trying to boost up on top of the smoke. It's a very smart play, but I don't think it's going to come into too much in the meantime. JD is just going to be holding this slow and steady push from the T-side. Actually, he could still get caught out here. Nope, they're having none of it. The beauty of X-Ray, we can see all these slip-ups even if the enemy can't. Valens has got himself into apps. This could be good. FNS is lying in wait, ready to receive.
Now, this is what netcodes have needed to do a while ago, is take over Banana, and it just kills the whole map. But you can see Savage are just waiting at the bottom of the Banana. So it looks like they're going to try and reopen it, possibly. I mean, the bomb is basically sitting down there, so...
But look at this, no frags exchange with 30 seconds left in the round. Finally, the T-side has woken up, decided to do something. Her rushes are kind of not sure if it was worth it in the trade state of things because he's now left a little bit open on that A site despite his team wanting to head towards that B site. They're going to. Hayes catches him off on the rotate. Certainly not worth it for him, but now JD with that AWP on the site connects with 1, looking for the second as well, gets it for the 3rd as well. Not going to happen just yet though, but Tarek's surely going to pick up the pieces. He does after Valens puts a bullet into the AWP, but surely they're going to recover that. I'm sure they will. And I mean, wow. Credit to the defense there from JD. He was in a bit of a sticky situation with that AWP, but he made it count.
He won it with clutch. That was really good. I just want to go back to the 2 CTs being on Arch. The second CT peaked and got shot by the guy in mid. But I think what he could have done for his teammate was throw a flash. So he could have, hidden behind that corner on Arch and then popped out after the flash. If you get a pop flash in there, probably would have been a more effective tactic to hold that site than to just for a dry peak, so to speak. But again, they've closed down Banana once again, and we'll see if Savage choose to, it's a smoke early on in the round, but, again, this is a 1:45 clock. This is going to burn down a lot of time, possibly get re-smoked later on by a teammate as well. So we'll see if they choose to push towards it, but it looks like they're going to fully commit to the A-bomb site here, although there is still a minute on the clock.
Yeah, so time still is ever-present worry for that T side. CT side that's going to be their friend at the moment, especially when Relate picks up a double, gets a third as well. The T side just collapsed to his M4 silence, looking for a fourth, surely not a fifth. I do not believe my eyes. Relate just completely decimating. In fact, that's not Relate because he's lying to us with his name. But regardless, it's 6-6, and the man is doing fantastic work on that scoreboard. He's just changed from the bottom to the kind of top of the scoreboard beneath just... who having a quick look at that again? Who's that 115 frags? It's actually going to be Tarek, who's, well, people saying in chat he's carrying. He's pretty close to that. Looking at beneath them, Hazed and FNS not doing too well at the moment, but it's not over yet. In the meantime, on the other side, we see Hades and Homeless. Pretty level playing field around that 10-11 frag mark.
So we've got a 3 AK buy from Savage, and you can see they tried to get a really fast pick on the B bomb site because they want to. They know they're down on weapons. They want their teammates to try and pick up some. They sent one of the pistol guys in first, didn't manage to get a pick with the second one. It looks like they're just going to go balls deep straight away into the B bomb site here. Both of them get flashed though, and that's really going to stop their run. And now they are sandwiched in B. We're talking peanut butter sandwiches here. It's just going to get really, really messy.
Oh, seriously in trouble. I can't believe he's got away with it. 7 HP to his name. An absolute scrap of health he's managed to kind of pull together. He's holding his intestines right now, but he lives to fight another day. It'd be wise for them to save this one. They know there's going to be a strong CT perimeter setup, and I think with these 39 seconds left, it's going to be a bit of a CT hunt. They've
both got AKs. They've got no life. They know they're sandwiched. They have to push the bomb site. That's their only choice. Otherwise, they're going to die after the time runs out, and that's not going to be good for anybody on the T side. They need to get headshots here. Can Homeless rush?
He knows get the first one around there. He's going to get caught out. They've got the surprise, the element of surprise.
Oh, they're going to save after all.
Oh, I mean, they think they knew they wanted to save from the start. They were just trying to kind of have a bit of an element of surprise on those CTs hunting.
Looking at the money the CTs have, I don't know why they allowed them to escape Banana.
No, look at Hayes. It's still searching every high and low for those terrorists, but they're having absolutely none of it. Just about getting away with it, I think. They have managed it. So 7-6. Netco just edging forward in terms of rounds. We'll see where this takes them now in terms of money. I mean, looking at that, there's very little buying potential now. We're seeing a couple of CZs, Galil, and AKs as well.
That was really peculiar to me because I think they had an AWP and a rifler in the mid area. You could at least put the rifler top of mid, the AWP, sorry, top of mid. So he's peeking down towards the only place they can escape Banana from. I don't know, they just gave him free reign to escape and gave him 2 free weapons when they had people with $11,000 on their team. It's a bit of an error there for me.
Yeah, it's crazy. So let's see where this round takes us. Already we lost Rush. Rush is already down. Again, that AWP is in the hands of JD. He's been doing great work with it on Banana. Not this time. FNS has kind of taken his place with the M4, and we know how effective that M4 silence can be when just spraying through the smoke. In the meantime, though, JD's relocated, and he's in a great position. He's actually rocking Hades' AWP, rubbing salt into the wound that he won that AWP battle earlier in this game. Smoke's going to make it difficult. Going to try and put some bullets towards it, but the flash is going to be a much better option, much safer as well. As Hayes going to throw a couple of nades towards their location. Still, numbers game, favoring Netcode, both in health and in players left alive. We'll see why that bomb is in the hands of Valens. We'll see Fish is finally just charging through the site, looking to kind of duel any CT that comes his way, but
he's trying to bait picks to find out where they are.
Yeah, but Netcode are doing none of it. They're really sitting in, being as passive as they need to be, and that's forcing Relics to try and find a pick.
They're pushing through. CT spawn into beat. There's going to be a pincer movement here if they can get up Banana fast enough. And the CTs have got no idea.
Well, Relate spotted them. He can't believe he's managed to find his luck. He's just been kind of casting his eyes towards his spawn, and he's come into contact with 3 terrorists. He's going to find one, not going to get the second. He does after Relix punished his teammate FNS and Relate. Oh, I do not believe how successful he was after being caught so off guard in that one. Valens is the last man standing, does respond onto Tarek, but with 2 HP remaining, he is so very low. He's looking to do something to claw that round away. In the chat, we see the terrorist saying, what? And I mean, the fact that he was looking there saved that round. The fact that just for a second, his eyes cast towards CT spawn, secured 3 rounds, 3 kills.
How
on the round.
earth did they get through CT spawn with 3 people on A completely undetected? That is some Metal Gear Solid level business, because
some stealth involved.
That should not happen. Should not happen.
It certainly shouldn't. Let's have a quick look at this AWP exchange, then we're going to see where this round starts off. See, actually, it's going to be Hazed jogging around that side. He's going to try and get into apps fast. It's been something he's been doing in the past. This time he's going to go straight quite deep. In the meantime, though, that Molotov's going to put a spanner in the T. Works.
Nice.
So
I think...
head in. Look at this. FNS is so aggressive in Banana. It's going to pay off for him. Gets one. He's well aware there's going to be more where that came from, but he's not interested. As in the meantime, Hades is responding in force. Tarek so very passive, and it's all he needs to do. He's top of the scoreboard, and all these frags are coming from exchanges he knows he can come out on top. So at the moment, JDM's played a heavy blood sacrifice for his experience in mid. He's going to start looking towards Apps, and at the right time as well. As there may be fish for dinner. If he's not careful, he does. He secures it. Fish goes down. He just needs to get a bit of salt and pepper, and he's sorted.
Oh, these puns killing me, man.
3 for 2, man. 3 for 2. Rush and Valens. Let's see what Relate's got from me. He really has been holding this site well. You can't take that away from him.
No, we've seen some great clutches from various players on the B-bomb site.
Oh,
and
look
again,
at this.
it's a nice pop flash there. It allowed him a little bit of time to peek before it went off, as we discussed in earlier games. And is he aware of the incoming onto his site? Again, his teammates are a fair distance away. And he's going to be making the call now. We've got one of them pushing through. But the plant's going to be hard now. He just needs to stay alive for as long as possible.
Yeah.
Again, he's got his teammate on CT, so this is going to be hard. AWP should stop any bomb planting shenanigans, and there we go. That is going to make it 9-6 for the first half. That's a good round for Savage, sorry, good half for Savage, and a good comeback for Team Netcode, guys.
So going into that 9-6, Netcode happy with that? You would say that's a really strong
Considering
result?
how that started for them,
Yeah.
which was somewhat abysmal, it was, you know, they salvaged.
They salvaged a
quite
great
well.
amount of rounds. I mean, so Savage, though, really shone earlier in the game. We know they've got that kind of surprisingly strong aim. That was something that we were really kind of seeing a lot of. This time, though, we're looking to see a very aggressive early start towards this B site. This is something that's going to cost them if they do see some nades coming over from the CT side. I think they've kind of expended their one nade. It did kind of catch a couple of people in the toes, but it's not going to be enough at the moment. Relic's looking to tag someone up, but he's going to go straight down. This is looking incredible from the Netcode guys. They're going to find every CT sat in the corner. And actually, no, Rush is doing great work. Does get put in his place, though, by Tarek. And now all on to Hades. He's got one. He's going to catch the other as well. Surely not. This should not have gone their way, and it doesn't, as Tarek claws that round home with only 19 HP left. And that really, after the way Netcode kind of executed that should quite have gone to Savage.
I think it was UFC 1, where one of the commentators said, Olasso was swinging. Like, people, all the pistols were being mashed. I think someone's going to have to replace their mouse after that round. I mean, where we've looked at previous pistol rounds, we've seen tap, 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 and headshots, headshots, headshots. And there, it was just, I don't know, people putting their guns into the meat grinder, and what came out was somewhat random. But we are into second round here, and Savage on the CT side looking to pop some heads with P250s and P-shooters. Yeah. And Netcode's taken a bit of damage, actually. Yeah,
I mean, Tarek's looking a little worse for wear, but at the moment, those CZ, they have the threat.
This is what I was talking about, iBuyPower previously, just all crept up arch together.
They could get all the way. They could get all the way. Hayes has considered checking apartments. They're going to go constantly. They does actually manage to land a heavy tag. I don't know what he was doing there. Hades goes down, gets another as well. Relate just cracks into this site. Wide open now. And they're looking for that final frag. He secured Rush as well. I do not believe my eyes. Netcode strolling into the site. You have to consider they were sat on that eco, but the fact that they got so far without an altercation just suggests there might be a bit of a big hole in that eco defense.
We should call him Relatable, because there was a guy right there in Boiler. He's like moonwalking into Boiler while he's shooting someone in quad. then manages to spin round and shoot the guy in boiler as well. Like that shouldn't happen. It was quite hilarious to watch, but there we go. So Netcodes look to be running away with it now, but it will come down to the round after this one. Should Savage manage not to convert this round? It's going to come down to the first full buy round for both teams to see what kind of strats Savage can pull out of the hat. Yeah,
so Savage, obviously, that's just off the back of that pistol round. They're going to be kind of conceding all these rounds that really don't want to see that number get any higher. So unless they can, I don't know, put some sort of spanner in this works, the netcode just seems so well executed right now. They're going to be heading towards A. They know how well it worked in the past, but Hades got a bit of an element of surprise. It's not going to take too much, though. Managed to take Tarek with him, and Tarek being their star player at the moment, it's actually quite a big prize for them. Not going to influence the round too much, though. Valenz and Homeless, last man standing, just a P250 and CZ respectively, and I don't think that's going to get them too far. Bomb down as well, and Netcode going to add a little bit more money to the Netcode bank. See this round fall away from them yet again. What building are they in? Are they going to be heading towards Granny? No, they're not. I'm not going to call it Granny. I'm so sorry. Yeah, so
the Granny's dead. It's library.
Okay, it's the library. Right. In regards to them saving their CZs,
Where's Valenz going with his pistol?
He's taking it for a walk. He's actually gone to buy some bananas, keep his team healthy.
Maybe he's kind of doing a bit like he's going OTT with the mind game, expecting them to look for him on B and then go down banana, and he's trying to get a pick there. But that wasn't the case, and they just came straight down mid and shot him in his bare chest.
Right, so finally some money on the Savage side. They really need to pull their socks up if they want a chance at this one, guys. Bear in mind, the winner of this one goes on to play iBuyPower in the final, and we know that they are a force to be reckoned with. As our netcode right now, Savage have the potential to be, and now with that kind of full buy-in, it's their time to prove it. So we'll see where this takes us as we go into this round. Smokes and flashes galore in this banana area. Hayes starts with that first blood on towards Rush, looking for a second as well. It could be bloodshed right now in banana. In the meantime, though, the T-side has other plans. Relics responds alongside MFNS, and it's kind of a tit-for-tat situation. 3 for 2, though, at the end of that bloodbath, with Valenz and Hades left standing on the CT side. Savage need to do something, and they need to do it fast. They know that they're going to have to push towards this site, and I'd really kind of don't envy Valenz's situation right now, as Relate is hunting for him. He's going to put him in his place so swiftly. Relate, his aim is on, and with Hades' positioning, I think he just needs to roll over and accept that this round is well and truly over.
Let's look at the money here. No money. Okay, so basically Savage is screwed because this is going to be 13-6. Savage are not going to be able to buy next round, so unless they get another crazy eco round going on, then they're going to be in a lot of trouble here. So Hades peeking, but really he wants to get as far away from these people as possible. Yeah. Now, the question is, what do they do next round? Now, they've got one guy with a gun. I've seen
these kind of half ecos where you have one or two players buy, and then you kind of look to pick up the weapons as you go. That's something they could consider, and
what I would do here is stick some CZs on the guys who have them. I'd put everybody B and smoke the bottom of banana and try and get Hades down. But they're going for a force buy because, again, if Netco gets to 14, then they're going to be up the creek with no paddle to be seen. So, but again, I would have tried to control banana with the guy with the AK and then try and get some CZ picks on the A bomb site with all its corners. But they have gone for the force buy here, which is more than reasonable since it's 13-6.
They don't want to see that 14-15 start appearing on the board. We'll see. There they go. Hades just get chunked. A grenade landing in his top pocket. He's going to be getting out of there, one recovering from that.
Yeah, so the nades are sparse on Savage's team. They don't want to exhaust them at the beginning of the round because obviously it's going to make it easier for Team Netco to push the sites. They have 2 smokes and 3 flashbangs, and they are going to be worth about $2,000 each in this round if they can use them correctly. But again, no, there's no picks at the moment, and let's just see how these teams are spreading out. This looks like a full commit to the A bomb site from Team Netco. It's going to rely on some nades, some mayhem to take the site. And again, Relix's position now is good until he's found, but that box offers him little protection compared to what it used to.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen some fantastic plants in line with that Let's see who can defend it from around that pit area. And regardless, though, let's jump straight into the round, see where this forced buy is getting the Savage side. They know they can't afford this round to slip away from them. And right now, it's looking just that. Hayes is going to surely connect onto Valens. He does. And now this could be a cheeky rotate. They're throwing all their bodies, all their eggs into one basket. And Fish is looking to crush some eggs. He's not going to get an omelet just yet. Oh, Relics. He thought he was going to stop the CT side. But actually, it's the T side that are crumbling. T side falling left, right, and center. It's all on Rush. He's got two. He's going to secure the third, most definitely. And I do not believe my eyes when I say Savage responded perfectly to a very cheeky play from Netcode.
Netcode guides, I think they were just creeping around A until they got the pick. And as soon as they got the pick, they were just going to rush. But the pick didn't come for the longest time. By the time they got to the bomb site, the guy in the front had the bomb. He tried to plant it because there were like 7 seconds left. But, you know, he had no one around him to protect him. Like, I don't know, it was really unfortunate for them, but I want to see a bit more of this game, and it's 13-7, and Savage going to be able to get a better buyout. They've got an AWP, also got a Mag 7. It's a very nice pick on Banana from Hades. The bomb is still on Banana with another player, but we'll see what Netcodes do from here.
Okay, so really important stuff now. Savage side, I do see a Swag 7 in the hands of the Lens. We've already seen Tarek go down, and that was a fantastic pick with that AWP. Hades has really highlighted his ability with that already.
Savage trying to fill up their holes, putting 2 people on Arch this round. Seems it's a weak point for them, but we've got 2 guys in apps.
That bomb is on its way towards that A side. CT side, Relic's kind of the foreman for that one. Maybe Rush is going to start his rotate. He's so cautious of this kind of split push on towards B side as well. Fish is going to be first on the scene. That flash is going to make it difficult. He does actually manage to land some tags through the smoke. Takes one. Headshots. He's done so much damage to the T side just through that smoke. We see, look at JD. He's bleeding internally. 16 HP to his name. Make it 17. I've just taken an extra HP off for absolutely no reason. It's 13-7. Let's see where the FNS goes. Straight to heaven. He gets taken out by Valens with the Swag 7. I'm actually a poet, and I didn't know it. As Hayes is coming around looking for blood. He just caught the glimpse of Relics in the process. He's going to look ready for behind as well. This is looking great from Hades. He's whipping out the pistol. It's going to be all he needs. Just the AWP out of the hands of Hades. And I'm still rhyming. Look at me. I can't be stopped.
You're
Rush is
you
mop
should
it
be. We need to get you some battle raps in your spare time. I don't know.
Don't flop.
Don't know what to say. But Netcode Guide still with, well, they're gonna, if they buy, they're gonna have a Galil buy, but they've got enough rounds where they could. No, they're going for the Galil buy, it seems. So they're gonna have 2 players with Galils and 3 players with AKs in this round. So if they do lose this round, however, then it's probably going to be an eco, and then Savage will have a chance to really get back into this match. And I want to see where the Mag 7 has gone because, okay, back into apps. So we've seen the Mag 7 being played from apps. I'd like to see it played at some point on Banana as well because it can be lethal. However, they have been putting the AWP on Banana to great effect, but they do not have an AWP for this particular round. Oh, and again, it's just...
The flash wasn't enough.
Just a naked peek there. I mean, that flash was not the best flash I've ever seen, so didn't really flash anybody on the B-bomb site, and down he goes, FNS. He's going to be watching this one from the sidelines.
So, obviously, Netcode just desperate to claw around closer to that 15-16 mark. He's looking for a pick towards cause. That flash is not going to deter him. He's just waiting for that smoke to clear. Bullets going in. He's not going to find anything as JD is on the prowl, and he's been heavily flashed. It's just making so much difficult than it needs to be. Hades is going to be looking to take down 3. I don't believe my eyes. He got 2. Relics is there to pick him up as well. And I thought that was going to get messy. It didn't. And it's a nice round on the board for Savage if Hayes doesn't pull out something miraculous.
There's a first pick. Is he going to get another one? Oh, the Mag 7 is real. Man,
Swaps it for the AK. It can't be that real.
Man, it's real when you shoot someone in the face with it.
Oh,
and you get like $900.
Put in their place.
It's, oh man, I love shotguns.
Shotguns are the way
anyway,
forward.
Here comes the eco from Team Netcode. Now, we have 4 CZs. Man, they got no dignity, man. 4 CZs.
You love it. You love this weapon. Was it the third best rifle?
I love
in the
it
game?
like a kidney stone. Not that I've ever had one, but if I did, I think I'd love it like I love the CZ. Anyway, they're going in apps. They're looking for close quarters battle. However, once they get to the end of apps, they're going to be in trouble. Now, one thing they could do here, which I forgot to mention on the first half, is throwing smoke onto truck to allow their teammates to...
Oh, dearie me. His bullet's been exchanged. It's going to be mainly Fish behind it. Gets down 2. Didn't stop Relate, and Hayes picking up some with their CZ. He's picked up an AK, and I do not believe my eyes. Look at Relate go. Puts a bullet into Homeless's brain, and now suddenly Valens, the man who has been left alone far more often than not, has got to play against an AK and M4, admittedly armorless, but netcode of an eco that they should never have even considered winning. And now Valens has got to really pick up the pieces of his fallen team. He's throwing all the right things, but look at this positioning. Relate was getting out a book. It was overdue, but it didn't stop him bringing that round home. 14-9. Netcode has just snatched what should have been a savage round.
How on earth did they get into the bomb site in the first place? I mean, I'm sure you might want to play more passively because you don't want to get shot with a CZ, but where are the counter flashes? Where are the smokes? I don't know. They were just... It seemed like nobody died, and they just all kind of roller skated into the bomb site. And I was like, wait a minute. Okay, well, they could quite easily get a bomb plant here, and that's an extra $800 per person. That's $4,000 for the team that they should never have any right to have. But they've gone further than that and savaged the Savages. And this is not good by any means for Savage, despite the first pick. I mean... Just even if they win this round, look at the money. If they take a few losses here, they're going to be in trouble. They need to win this round with as few losses as possible.
Yeah, starting well though.
Yeah, they've made a great start. Practically no life lost on any of their people, apart from the Fish with the Mag 7, who's got a chunky win in the bank there. Got a bit tongue-tied. Anyway, 3 terrorists left. It's going to be hard to push either side for them, even with an AWP. The CTs with lots of smokes and flashes in the bank to... Not that they used them in the last round, but hopefully they will this time.
Look at that positioning.
Yeah.
So, I mean, with 3 T sides, 3 remaining on the T side, you see that bomb in the hands of Tarek. They're going to try and crack into this site. They can't really afford not to. And they're going to be coming in hot and ready for action. Looking good. The T-side's going to get caught out, though. That flash from Rush is secured, too. He's going to try and find the third as well. JD just throwing his body through the smoke. He knows that he needs to try and take something out of the CT hands. And he misses the shot he shouldn't have. This could be a complete fluff. Oh, the nade towards JD was all it took. And a round, you said they can't afford any losses. They didn't. And that is not a bad start from Savage.
That's what I'm talking about with regards to the flashes there. While the match is paused, let's just do a bit of a flying around the map here. Now, when you're having a B push come in and you've got 2 people alive, this is a critical area to throw your flashes. And you saw the CT on the site here threw 2 flashes straight into here because it flashes all of these guys, and this wall gives him protection. So he can face even this way because the flashbang is there. He can face this way and just pick off the people one by one by one. And so, yeah, this area, commonly known as pool, is a very important place to be throwing flashbangs when you want to defend the B-bomb site. We saw that Homeless.
That's exactly what Rush did, and it really paid off.
Yeah. And there's 2 ways to do it. You can do it if you're on the side. If you're on the CT side where you commonly get smoked off, you can just bounce it off the wall and into pool. And if you know it's a bit risky, it's up to you if you do it, but you can just push through the smoke as the flash goes off and help your teammate out or whatever. There's different ways to do it, but it's surprisingly not as common as it should be. Now the game should be paused for about another minute. Someone was had a crash, so once this match is done, if we have some time, where am I? I'm lost on the map. If we have some time after this map, then I'll just explain some things to you. Like in the first pistol rounds, there was a lot of people pushing towards apps, and if you stand in this area, you can throw a smoke which lands on truck, and the smoke is quite big and blooms up here. It allows you to run out of your pistols and make you less susceptible to just getting slaughtered through the funnel. Which is things like that. It just makes life a hell of a lot easier. And again,
there's such a necessity, and that's something that we've really, really seen just in the couple of games we've witnessed today. Is the teams that have the smokes? Yeah. They're the teams that are coming out on top in every single one of those, especially the ones where it's kind of like
it's just more prepared in general. As you see when I Buy Power specifically defend Banana, and they just put a carpet of flame down there and then put nades afterwards, etc.
Okay, so the Fish is back in the server.
The Fish is back into water. Boom!
Hey, you beat me.
Where are your puns now?
Oh, you shattered the pun.
I'm a beast.
Right, so I think with Fish is back in the server, he's going to be unpausing. Waiting for the team to type it in chat. There you go. Netcodes woke up. And we'll see where this goes. So, 14-10 scoreline. Both teams have enough money in the bank to go all at it. In fact, I'm telling an absolute lie. Is those is it just CZs on the T side, or is that just...
It is CZs and one AK-47.
Ooh, that could be messy.
The person who invented the AK died this year. So R.I.P. Mr. Kalashnikov.
Yeah.
You will be remembered. Counter-Strike salutes you.
I mean, you know, you wouldn't have the one-bullet headshots without Mr. Kalashnikov.
Anyway, back onto this. We're going to have, obviously, Cutler's going to be doing the peeking. He needs to open up the sight as he is the one with the one-shot AK
Well, he's
here.
got the potential. This is the guy that's been cracking into sights since he got on the T side. He's really been doing a great job. He's going to do it just now. Russia
That's
just
good
takes down his buddy. He takes him down. He lost Hayes in the process. Didn't manage to return the favor, though, as Rush did get heavily tagged, though. 14 HP. Looking to take him down towards Coils. Valenz is there to pick up the pieces. Finally, JD takes him down. He's going to actually swap it out for that AK. But look at this kind of exchange. It's getting messier and messier. The T side really have to get into the driving seat of this round. Obviously, Savage desperate to claw back the rounds, and they have the potential right now. They seem to have kind of hit their stride in their defensive CT positioning. They're kind of giving a bit more passive, giving the T side a bit more room to roam. And you know, sometimes that's the right move to make. Let the T side get a bit deeper on this A site and then catch them off. You see Relics has rotated back from that B site to return fire on A, and this is going to pay off. Takes down one. It was Tarek. JD's on his rotate as well, but it's not going to go too well for him. He does have an AK, despite that CZ in hand. 3v2 made 3v1. Relics is just cracking slowly by, little by little. And the Fish is the final man to pick up the frag. JD going down to that one. 14-11 is your scoreline. Savage, yet again, this is the third round in the row for them. And, I mean, Netcode 2 rounds away from going into the final. 2 rounds away from meeting iBuyPower. It's going to be interesting to see where it goes.
I think Netcodes took too long. Once they had 2 people around the A bomb site, FNS had a smoke on him. Now, your options are Arch or Quad. If he smokes off pits, they probably have a reasonable chance of at least getting onto the bomb site or planting on the corner of Quads, which I'm trying to show you afterwards. But they were just hanging around for a bit too long, and they ended up paying for it. But they do have all the AKs out and an AWP. They've got 4 smokes, so it's going to allow them to deny vision in various places. Oh, that is a beautiful peek. Hades standing in a predictable position and just got picked off with 1 bullet from the AK.
Well, Relate is king right now. Everything I've seen from him has been utterly golden. And you can tell me who Relate is, can't you? Because that's not
Cutler.
Relate. It's Cutler.
Yeah.
So, Captain Cutler.
I always think of Pirates when I see his name.
He does.
I think
that's what I just said. Captain
Cutlass,
Cutler. Yeah.
yeah.
Straight away we go to Pirates. So obviously we're in the same boat. as is Fish. Hey. Thank you. Right.
That was beautiful.
Let's see.
I have to give the golf claps out for that.
The
one.
golf clap. I'll take it. I'll take anything I can
So
get.
they're looking to pressure A, but where are the smokes? Where's the design of vision?
Look
Why
at this.
can the
Why
guy
is
from
nobody
pit
looking
shoot you?
at Apps? Oh dear, that's why. Fish has picked up a double. Now he's going to look towards Apps. Gets the third, and I do not believe my eyes. He's got away with it. The positioning was perfect. And now it's a 2v2. Bomb goes down. And that's going to be putting the T side back into the driving seat of this round. Looking steady. He hasn't actually repositioned himself just yet. You'd think he would. Now it's all on Valenz. Valenz is doing some heavy damage. He's actually going to succeed onto 1. All onto JD. Has the AWP. This could be magical. It's not going to be as the Fish secures its 4th.
Netcodes are throwing this match.
That's exactly
What the hell's
they're
going on?
probably saying.
They
in
have
TeamSpeak.
so many people all on the A bomb site. Somebody throw a smoke into pits. Please. It's the strongest point on the A bomb site. They're basically all trying to barrel down Quad.
It's not going well.
Smoke it. Just smoke it.
Where's the smoke?
Just do it.
Sometimes
Do it for
smoking
me.
kills,
Do
but
it for me.
In CSGO, not smoking kills. That's exactly what's going on.
Exactly.
And we'll see what's going on now as Hades has got that AWP. We've seen how much damage he does with it in the past. This time, though, Rush is just going to get straight in there with an aggressive, I believe it was a smoke, actually. No, it wasn't. It was a nade.
Oh, looks like we're going to have
Oh,
a...
hello, CZ Rush. It's worked for them in the past. Netcode know just how effective it could be. The bomb is actually a little bit more passive, though. And here they come, coming in full force. Valenz has started a bit early on to Hazard, and that's going to be a little bit dangerous. Look at this exchange. Rush with 3 in a row, just putting them in their place. And that eco has been shattered. The shattered eco dream takes the last one down with a pistol. Swift dispatching of the T side. And like you said, Netcode looking a little bit weaker than they did starting at this side.
They have been on 13, 14 rounds for practically, I think.
A long
How
time.
many rounds have they won on this? I don't know. I mean, it feels like they haven't won that many rounds.
Well,
but,
the first half was 9.
They've
six.
got 5 in, but I feel like they've been on 13, 14 for a hell of a long time.
Yeah, you're right. I think they got those first couple of rounds early. So going into this round, Netcode going to be a little bit kind of shaken in their mindset. Shaken isn't a word, Alex.
Shaken is not a word,
Shaken
indeed.
is not a word. Let's have a look where this goes then. So
it rhymes with Kraken, though.
Kraken. Oh, we're going back to pirates.
Well, there's a skin,
Yeah.
which is a sawn-off shotgun for the T's, which is called Kraken.
And there's a jaw skin as well. You can get nautical. We can get really nautical here on CSGO.
We could.
In the meantime, though, let's see what FNS is doing. So he's going to try and get a pick on towards this site. This can be such a kind of limbo in Banana. If you don't get an early pick on towards this site, you really either just have to throw yourself at it or start that rotate. This time, though, it's going to be Rush. Quick pick onto FNS. Paid a heavy price as he's going to be bleeding very, very heavily. Gets away from that, though. 8 HP. And Hayes is going to just be nicked by the top of a nade.
Savage piling up with the mollies now to... There's one. Look at
one.
that prosthetic. They're just denying access, and
that clock's going to keep ticking away.
Combined with the smokes, it's just.
Oh,
leg.
Hades is just completely legged the terrorist side coming in. Look how low their health is. A couple of bullets and just blow. Maybe a strong breeze would take them down. It's actually going to be Relics. Takes one. It's going to be Hayes. Tarek responding in full force onto Valens. Hades again. Look at the CT side, and now all falls to JD's shoulders. He's looking pretty strong. Not strong enough. Relics is there to take him down, bringing it back to that level playing field. And I mean, Savage they're just completely decimating the Netcode side. Every single corner that Netcode try and turn, there's a Savage member there, and they're holding their angles pinpoint.
That guy in Library had all of 12 HP and just ate 480 damage.
Overkill.
To the face.
Perfect summary of overkill.
It's like the dude just gun-butt him in the face. You know, he could have thrown a grenade at him or whatever, but no, I'm just all the damage.
All the damage.
All the damage. Anyway, it's 14-14 here. Netcodes well, they may not have been able to close it out if things went a bit differently, but they could have had a better shot at it, you know, with more concise approaches to the A-bomb site, but they're going towards B.
Here comes the wave of terrorists charging towards Homeless, and he's done so much damage before they've done this before. He's been holding this site perfectly. Him and Valens, a deadly duo. Look at them coming up big. Tarek, though, shuts them both down with a swift swing of his AK, and now 3v3. They're going to force Fish to the rotate. He's going to be going as fast as he possibly as his tail can carry him. Hades is there, though, as is Relics, and all of a sudden, with the bomb down, JD's left in a 1v3. Not looking too good. He knows Hades is going to be around there, not going to find a frag, as Hades is there to put him to sleep permanently, and now that defuse is going to come in, finally securing the leading round now for Savage, and I cannot believe that they've come back from this.
How many rounds in a row have they won?
This has been the 6th, I think this is the 6th round in a row for Savage.
I think
I put that number out of thin air, but I'm going to say 6.
I feel like the T's just got the round loss bonus there, because they ended up with about $4.5 grand. Obviously, they all got about $800 each for planting the bomb and losing the round, but the guy who planted it had $200 when he was planting. Yeah. So yeah, they've got the round loss bonus. So that is something that's going to allow them to, you know, put up a full buy fight in this potentially last round.
God, it's tense.
Yeah, I think it might be MR5 if it goes to overtime. It's normally MR5 on the FACEIT platform, so we'll see if it's the same here. Well,
obviously you've got the full AK bite on that T-side. Netcode, this round could not mean any more to them. They need to try and find it, but look at Valens. He's putting a big spanner, and the terrorist works. Tarek finally puts him down, but it could be too little, too late now. Smoke's going to come in very cautious with this plan. They know how fast the CT side in the past have been on this rotate. The bomb goes down, and now suddenly, with only 2 players left, it all falls to JD and Tarek to keep their team in it and to get to the grand final. JD is actually in a great position here. The CT side are coming in full force, though, all as a unit, really. Covering their back as well is Fish, looking to hunt them down. They know there's only a few select locations they could be in. Tarek's come up behind them, does get one, but he pays a heavy price. And now without defuse coming in, I think JD's all out of it. Throws his body on the line, 16-14. And all of those in chat that were doubting Netcode,